This is your old hunter, John Wayne, and I'm here to talk about two cartridges, the 7x57 Mauser and the 6mm on the 757 Mauser case. They've been talking about how they've been outdated and outperformed and all that. The first rifle I bought was in about 1963 or 4, so somewhere along in there. It come from Sears and Roebuck. And this is after I put a sported rise stock on it and changed the sights. It had military sights, it had military stock and everything, and it was a Mauser 757. And I think I paid $30 or $35 for it at a Sears catalog store. And it had killed several deer, and in fact I killed the last one just 3 or 4 years ago with it, with a 139 gram bullet. That Mauser will shoot a 139 gram bullet at about 28 something feet per second. It was first created in 1893 by the Germans, and they said it was one of the best ballistic rounds ever been made, and I believe it. I killed a deer with it, open sights at probably 300 yards, and so it's a good cartridge and a good rifle. I'd love to have one like in a 7mm, in a Remington 700 with scope and everything, but I'm getting too old to buy guns anymore. The second one is the 6mm. The 6mm in a 100 gram bullet, the Remington 6mm will shoot about 3,100 feet per second. And at the time I bought this rifle in 1969, it was one of the flattest shooting rifles ever made. And I've killed a deer over 300 yards with it. I don't shoot long distances anymore, usually like closer, but it's good to 300 yards. I killed an antelope at around 300 yards with it in Colorado. The first 17 deer I killed was one shot each. I killed 17 deer with 17 shots. And I once shot it 3 times and killed 2 deer. And so the whole point I'm getting at, this is a fine rifle and cartridge for a young person or somebody who can't control a lot of kick. It has very small or moderate kick. It's very, very accurate. I put the bullets in the same hole at 100 yards with it, and cover them up with a dime. So what I'm getting at too is, it's not the size of the rifle, it's the placement of the shot. So with a 6mm, you don't flinch from a kick. You know it ain't gonna kick, and you hold steady and shoot. And in that line, I normally shoot at standing deer, maybe walking at the best. I don't shoot at running deer. I don't shoot at deer in heavy brush or thick stuff. If I don't have a good opening, I don't shoot.